Sister Wives. What is Gabe Brown's current life like following Garrison Brown's passing, dear loves? Welcome to USA Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. After the loss of his brother, Robert Garrison Brown, Gabe Brown from Sister Wives has been on a journey of healing and moving forward. The Brown family's story started in the early 90s when Cody married his first three wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown. Together, they embraced their spiritual and religious beliefs and built a close-knit family. Gabe, the youngest son of Cody and Janelle, was born in 2001 and was raised with abundant love and care. In 2010, Cody's focus shifted to his fourth wife, Robin Brown, leading to a strained relationship with Janelle and their children. Cody became increasingly controlling and imposed his COVID-19 rules on his family. Some of his kids followed his instructions, while others, like Gabe and Garrison, didn't. Ultimately, Cody pressured Janelle to evict her sons from the home, insisting that she obey him and take the necessary steps to discipline them. However, Janelle refused to remove her sons from the house. She prioritized her sons and their social lives over Cody's demands, further straining their marriage. In late 2022, Janelle ended her relationship with Cody, and many of her children, including Gabe, severed ties with him. Cody's family has experienced a lot of highs and lows together. This has led to a strong connection between them, especially among his adult children. Cody's sons, Gabe and Garrison, shared a special bond. They spent time together and provided support to each other during family conflicts. They also shared a close bond due to their complicated relationship with their father, Cody. Gabe and Garrison experienced similar challenges within the family and were only 3 years apart in age, which is why they connected on a deeper level than most siblings in the Brown family. In March 2024, the Brown family lost Garrison. They grieved his passing and paid tribute to him in various ways. Gabe, who was very close to Garrison, was deeply affected by the loss. As the one to first discover Garrison had died, Gabe felt shattered and despondent. In the ensuing months, Gabe honored his older brother by getting a tattoo in his memory, preserving their bond on his body. Janelle also supported Gabe in mourning and coping with the tragedy by spending more time with him to provide emotional support. In April 2025, Janelle shared a life update on Instagram, writing, "Had dinner with my boys. Gabe is in Chicago." Gabe also replied to the post, expressing his longing for his mother. In May 2025, Gabe shared another update through an Instagram story. In the photo posted by Lavender Hayes, he appeared very happy and expressed gratitude to his fans for their support. Gabe also added, "Living my corniest life in Chicago." Many fans believe Gabe is happy again because he found someone special. In February, Gabe posted a few photos of himself during Valentine's week, looking happy and excited. Many noticed that someone else had taken Gabe's photos and speculated that he was likely on a romantic adventure with someone. An Instagram user asked him about it, asking, "But are you falling in love with Chicago or a special someone?" Gabe replied with a shushing face emoji, suggesting that the fan might be correct. Sister Wives fans are glad that Gabe is finally happy after a difficult year. Losing a loved one is hard, but sharing that grief while on national TV is unimaginable to most. However, the Sister Wives clan is doing an amazing job of honoring Garrison Brown and bringing awareness to suicide. The most recent episode focused on Garrison's funeral service in Wyoming. No matter what your opinion is on Cody Brown and Janelle Brown, at that moment of time, they were just parents trying to honor their beloved son. In a touching act, Cody decided that after his journey home with Garrison, he also wanted to dig the grave. The 56-year-old felt the move was fitting. He shared, "Here's the thing. I talked to the sexton of the cemetery, and he's the one who would normally dig the graves. I just asked him for permission if I could dig it. It means something to me. I don't know why. It's something deeply emotional." Cody's brothers Scott and Tim joined too, as they were the men group who nurtured Garrison into maturity. As cameras looked on, Cody added, "For the act of effort in this, because we're not digging a grave big enough for a coffin, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than certainly that I need for this urn." I want the experience of doing some real effort here." The gesture was humbling as Cody dug deep into the earth. And when he was done, he sat and watched the sunset on Garrison's final resting place. Naturally, Cody became quite emotional as he lamented, "I've never done anything like this, digging a grave. I think this is one of the most important things I've ever done. It's the last ode to my boy. Just trying to honor my son as best I can. I don't even know if it's honor. It's mourning." Garrison's private funeral service was filled with love. Most of his 18 siblings showed up, as did all 4 of Cody's wives. Leon Brown, who hasn't been filmed for seasons, appeared at the gravesite, as well as Logan Brown. The eldest son of Cody and Janelle stood firmly near his mother, handing her tissues when needed. Also, his grandmother, the patriarch's mother, was there to show support. Garrison was laid to rest in a handmade urn that resembled a Viking ship. The cat lover was buried at Penrose Cemetery in Byron, Wyoming, beside relatives. Before the service, a title card appeared on screen telling Sister Wives viewers, at the family's request, cameras were positioned at a distance during the burial to respect their privacy. Janelle spoke to the TLC cameras, sharing she was just kind of numb and didn't really have any feelings. Cody's first wife, Mary Brown, added, "It's just one of those things that you just wonder, how did we get here? It's just nothing but sad and heartbreaking." At one point, Janelle was seen leaning her head on Marie's shoulder for support during the service. The service was led by Cody's brother-in-law, Tim, who wore one of Garrison's Hawaiian shirts. Cody noted, Garrison had this little business he wanted to start called Bob's Floral. And it was going to be, Hawaiian shirts. During his eulogy, Tim noted, "The key thing I took away from Garrison in life was we're always going to find a way to cut up on something. We're always going to find a way to find humor, and we're going to enjoy life." Tim continued, "None of us, except for a mother who's had this set of events, will understand a mother's anguish. None of us, except a father who's been in this circumstance, will understand a father's remorse." Both Janelle and Cody then started to place the urn in the grave. As Janelle handed their son to Cody for his final resting place, she noted, "There's some symbolism in me handing him to Cody." The father of 18 shared, "He had a dream where Garrison was sitting in my bed and it wasn't sad. I said, 'Why you gone, boy?' He said, 'I'm not. Ain't that bad here? Stop listening to sad music. It sucks when I'm hanging out with you. But I'm okay, just stop with the sad music." The siblings also took a moment by the grave. Peyton Brown put military dog tags in the grave while Hunter Brown shared, "Garrison was my playmate. He was my bunkmate for all of my life." Jennifer O'Brien has been a fan of reality TV ever since Jessica Simpson asked, "Is this chicken or fish?" Jennifer's favorite shows consist of everything Bravo, including the Real Housewives franchises, the Low Deck franchises, and Southern Charm. Without a doubt, Jennifer's passion for reality TV shines through as she often tries to get to the bottom of major plot lines like Vanderpump Rules scandal. Sister Wives Season 19 Episode 25 proved to be an emotional one as the family prepared to bid farewell to Robert Garrison Brown after he suddenly died in March 2024. While the last few episodes focused on the late cast member's death, the latest episode showed the Brown family making arrangements for his funeral in Wyoming. Though they all wanted to say goodbye, Cody Brown, Garrison's father, sought a moment with his son and found a unique way to honor him. Ahead of the funeral, he asked the person in charge of the cemetery if he could be the one to dig his son's grave. Fans of the TLC reality show shared their thoughts online regarding Cody Brown's desire to honor his son. While some expressed appreciation for the poignant moment, reflecting on the scene online, one person wrote on X, "This entire grave digging is so inappropriate. Cody makes this huge production about his brothers that have experience with Garrison. WTF. If this was truly about his son, wouldn't his other adult sons actually be a part of this? I'm pie." Cody spends his time with his new kids, but mostly he says over and over it about putting my boy in the ground. Disturbing to me. so very focused on digging the grave and avoiding any real connection to his whole family. Narcissist, a fan commented. It is definitely not normal. And given the fact that if he would have responded to Garrison, he probably wouldn't have died. It's even worse. He actions killed his son, and now he's literally digging the grave. A tweet read, "Sister Wives is killing me tonight. Digging that grave is tearing me apart." Cody crying. Janelle crying. It is just crushing. We've watched them for years and years. It's truly like a neighbor or a coworker. It's heartbreaking, a person wrote. Okay, very moving and beautiful for Cody to dig his son's grave, but did he have to leave the buckets of dirt and giant tarp right there for the funeral? This whole digging the grave is just a damn performance, and it's a sick performance. Cody doing this is not going to bring him the peace he thinks. It is. Everyone is celebrating Garrison's life, and Cody is making it all about himself, a person wrote. In Sister Wives, Season 19, Episode 25, titled He Heals the Brokenhearted, the Brown family traveled to Wyoming to honor Garrison and bury him next to his grandparents. Cody Brown, Garrison's father, spoke to the sexton of the cemetery as he wanted to honor his son in a special way. In a confessional, the Sister Wives Season 19 cast member stated that Cody had asked for permission to dig the grave instead of the person who would typically do it. He added that it meant something to him, and he didn't know why, but it felt deeply emotional. Cody's brother, Scott, and brother-in-law, Tim, were also present for the grave digging, as the Sister Wives Season 19 star believed they also played a part in nurturing Garrison into maturity. He added that he didn't know if it was an honor, but noted that he was in mourning over his late son. The TLC star also mentioned that he had never done anything like it before, and felt that it was one of the most important things he had done in his life. The Brown family had Garrison's ashes placed in a custom urn. His final resting place was near other late members of the family, including his grandmother, Cheryl. "I've never done anything like this, digging a grave," Cody told producers. "I think this is one of the most important things I've ever done. It's the last ode to my boy." Janelle later said of Cody's gesture, "I thought it was perfect. I think it's symbolic and poetic and all the things to have Cody dig that hole." In Season 19, Episode 25 of Sister Wives, titled He Heals the Brokenhearted, the Brown family convenes in Wyoming to lay Garrison Brown to rest beside his grandparents. The episode, which aired on May 18, 2025, documents the family's efforts to honor Garrison's memory through a graveside service in the family's plot. Cody Brown, Garrison's father, personally digs the grave for his son's ashes, assisted by family members. The ceremony includes personal tributes and reflections from family members, highlighting Garrison's connections to Wyoming and the family's shared history. Janelle explains that the family chose to bury Garrison in Wyoming because of its significance to their past. Cody was raised there, and both his father and Janelle's mother are buried in the same cemetery. She said in a Sister Wives confessional, "So Cody actually grew up in Wyoming. My mother was married to Cody's father. The Browns have deep roots in Wyoming. Both Cody's dad and my mom are buried there, and I want to bury Garrison next to my mom." The burial plot overlooks a Wyoming landscape, described by Janelle as peaceful and open, symbolizing the quiet strength of the place, where Garrison spent many summers working on the ranch. Wyoming is probably the closest place we have to root. It's home. We used to go every summer, and it was just like you went to the ranch to learn how to work, Maddie said in a confessional. The family chose a date that coincides with an annual town reunion, a time when many former residents return. Janelle noted that it felt like a natural time to come together, emphasizing the importance of location and timing. Cody Brown takes on the task of digging his son Garrison's grave in Wyoming. He obtained permission from the cemetery sexton to perform this act himself, and was assisted by his brother Scott and brother-in-law Tim. Throughout the Sister Wives episode, family members share individual memories of Garrison. Christine, deeply affected by his loss, talks to her husband, David, and recalls his humor and ability to ease tension in difficult moments. It was such a good sense of humor. He was funny. He just had this comedic relief where we'd be having like a tense moment, and then he'd be like, "Go get him, tiger," or whatever. He would just say these funny things. It would just kind of break the ice and make everybody relax. Janelle discusses the evolving cultural views on cremation, admitting her initial discomfort with the idea. She ultimately supports her children's perspective and secures a burial plot for herself next to Garrison. The decision reinforces her desire to maintain closeness in both life and death. Marie, reflecting on the initial moments following Garrison's death, recounts how people gathered at Janelle's home to offer support. She notes the irony that it took such a tragedy to bring everyone together, a sentiment echoed by